Welcome, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Cancer to full moon in Capricorn, June into July 2022. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box if you would like to preview it for free. And I am a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Talked about what went on yesterday at the time of this recording, the overturning of Roe versus Wade, as well as I discussed it in my Facebook group, the Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short Facebook group. So I'm here to serve, and I'm doing the readings, so if you want to go check it out, what I said there, although it'll probably be referenced a couple of times because it's in the energy field of everybody right now, pretty much, then certainly go check it out on Facebook and on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal, and that makes me a messenger of light, a messenger of truth, and here to be as authentic as I can, keeping in mind I'm also Venus in Libra. So here is the gig. Like I said, well aware of what's going on planet Earth, and these waxing moon reads and the waning moon reads I do, the 5-card and the 7-card draw, are probably the most important thing I can offer on the planet to the collectives, because it's all about manifesting your heart's desire, or doing the alchemy to make room for that heart's desire to manifest. Waxing, waning, wax on, wax off. So we're going to do our best here, because your heart's desires, our heart's desires, are part of a larger plan. We didn't choose our heart's desires. They're written into the scripts and these bodies, right? That we came in to manifest. And the universe always has a plan, no matter how anything appears to be. That doesn't mean we have to like it. That doesn't mean we always see it, but certainly divination is an art and a skill in a way that can help bring some clarity, and that's my job. Yeah. So let's talk about this reading. If you're new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. As I said, this is a waxing moon timeline from new to full, as well as these 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. So if you're looking to fine-tune and hone your intentional work, your spell work, your plant a seed at the new and watch it bloom at full, then that's what this is for. And let's look at the astrology. The new moon in Cancer, cardinal water, the mother of the zodiac. I'm going to be doing some serious new moon magic on Tuesday, June 28th, 10:52 p.m. Eastern. I am in New York. That evening's going to be a lot of water magic for me, in support of all the mothers of planet Earth. And my mom's a Cancerian. I dedicated my book to her. Go check it out. Love my mom. We'll call her later for sure. But then we plant the seed right at the new. We watch it grow to the full moon in Capricorn, Wednesday, July 13th, 2:37 p.m. So it is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because I just did the Virgo read. I am a Virgo, and boy, did it click for me. So let's see what hits the table. We all have different seeds we want to plant and grow, and certainly if they're your heart's desires, then they are helping everybody out, shifting this planet to a more golden rather than leaded timeline, if you get what I'm saying. Unity, quantum physics, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what hits the table. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I'll do the best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace so your heart's desires manifest along with mine, and maybe we get paradise planet Earth for a change. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Please take a nice deep breath. Here we go. Still point. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, I do call upon, not stir, summon, and call thee forth. We're not going there, but I do call to the ancestors Oh, let's go full on witchcraft. Only I'm wearing the pentacle, aren't I? I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, for their element of fire, help them refine what it is they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, to plant the seed at new and watch it grow to full June, July 2022. Psychic protection for an air sign is key, particularly with what's going on the planet. And I'm just talking about the United States in the case of what I'm dealing with this week. But what's going on the planet in general. Thoughts are electromagnetic wavelengths. So we receive them. They come in, right, through the crown chakra into the third eye where they're translated, right? We hear them. But it's very easy to identify with them when they're just electromagnetic wavelengths. So psychic protection. Around me now a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. There you go. It's a protection spell, a psychic protection spell. And do remember, the word psychic, the root of the word is Greek. Psyche means the soul. And butterfly. And a goddess, by the way, married to Eros, the god of erotic love, one of my gods that sits in the throne of Libra. So, let's just say this is a divinely guided thing, please, with the amount of prayer I do every day and surrender and service. Everything had better be divinely inspired at this point, even when I'm having a bad day. So let's ground it, shall we? Crystal Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno. Really genius work. If you have the stone indicated here, great. You want to go get it, you go right ahead. Moot point. Clear quartz does everything. Just charge it with what the reading and the oracle would deliver. But also you grab a piece of jewelry, grab a rock from outside, whatever works. Just a little something physical, tangible, right? For Virgo, it was a Amazonite. Just happened to have one right behind me. So let's call in my beloved Archangel Ariel. You know, she's the Archangel of Lyons, and my parents named me Mark Angelo Lyons. And yeah, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Help us, heal us, guide us. My beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North, powers of Earth, hence, I guess she really wanted those shuffled. Powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Ground this for us. What is the element of earth? The fuel to feed the fire, to ground and manifest the heart's desire of psychic protection. Nothing like an amulet, right? A piece of jewelry, a little something, something, where maybe no one sees where you're wearing it or carrying it. What do you got for them? The perfect crystal oracle message, as well as possibly a magical amulet or touchstone for the Libra collective. This new to full. Uh-oh, the Crocoite card. It's the creativity, sexuality, second chakra, boom boom card. Definitely, I don't own any. I never even heard of it before I got this deck, and I was in the gem and mineral adjacent business through pagan and metaphysical retail for decades, starting at Allura in Porter Square, Massachusetts, and Body, Mind, and Soul in Huntington Station, New York, and then, good God almighty, what a career I've had in service to the divine feminine. I love you, my sisters. Crocoite, I don't know, you do you. Change, creativity, and sexuality. Now, with psychic protection, gotta keep that in mind. A new phase of your life is just around the corner. Creative possibilities surface from a chance encounter with someone new. This encounter stimulates inspiration, passion, and a greater optimism for life. Okay, so that need not instantly be in the romantic sexual category. However, your sexual energy is also on the rise, and this draws new people and circumstances into your life that you will find exciting and stimulating. So what I'm getting from over here is that, yes, you are going to, there's a new thing coming around the corner and possibilities of service, and there's a chance encounter. Like, that's one person. But creativity, creative energy and sexual energy are pretty much governed in the same chakra, the second chakra, the navel, the whatever you want to call it. I forget the, is it Svadhisthana? One Sahasrara, I think that's crown. Google it. So this, like, as a result of meeting one and getting lit creatively, it's going to up your sexual energy, which is electromagnetic, attracts and repels, right? Wonderful changes are in store for you, yet you are also being warned to be cautious. Psychic protection. Appearances can often be deceiving, so look for inner beauty and truth before you allow yourself to be swept off your feet. Last guy who tried to sweep me off his feet. Ice cream man. No, he wasn't. Oh, God. No thanks. I'm not lactose intolerant, but let's not start, shall we? I'll have a lovely gelato, thank you. All right, so, you know, I guess you could Amazon Croasite if you wanted to. Good piece of carnelian would probably serve as well, but I'm sure you have something, your Libra, you could use as a touchstone, so to speak. So let's do your element. The element of air. It's a really odd background noise to what's going on with planet Earth right now. It's a little element of air. The Healing with the Angels Oracle, 2 ways to take these cards, usually both apply. One is for the element of air to think about whatever the word is. Even go back and look at original meanings of words, even word origins can give you insights that might click a little bit more, because meanings change over the millennia. And some of us have been here since jump, so to speak. The other is these are the names of actual healing legions, but you have to call upon them. That's the agreement. The contract is they do not intervene unless we ask for the help, whatever way, shape, or form you want to do that. Certainly with creativity for psychic protection isn't a bad start. So let's see what hits the table for the element of air. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to the angels and archangels of air, the sign of Libra, powers of the East, the Raphaelites, oh boy, the angels of healing, wisdom, and knowledge, please. One card in clarity for my beloved Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I can feel that for myself, though. I do have Venus and Libra. Watching this video, receiving this reading. Who are the healing angels? What is the healing oracle from the angels for the Libra collective? Their element of air to stoke the fire and then ground and manifest their heart's desire of that psychic protection with that Croasite vibe. This new to full June, July 2022. Surrender and release. Now, definitely more of a waning moon. That's why I do the 7 card draws, right? The shadow work reads. Like, what are you surrendering? What are you letting go? However, certainly surrendering to a higher power, whatever you want to call it, the X variable of spirit, God, Goddess, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, Fred, Wilma, Zan, Jaina, whoever you do you. Particularly if you're feeling a little psychically attacked, just by the humanity right now, and yet there are new people coming in, right? This is a new moon reading, right? So attracting in the people who can inspire us, and maybe surrendering and releasing things based in the past on the element of air in terms of the mind. And certainly if you're not being influenced by the psychic static, as Carolyn Mace likes to call them, the psychic free radicals, of which there's a shit ton of them in the air, then certainly that could help filter that out, so you can get really, really clear on what your own energy field is saying without necessarily being so buffeted by the chaotic fluctuations of a world in the throes of alchemical transformation. Yeah. Let's open that heart, shall we? The Whispers of Love Oracle, the element of water, the voices of the higher selves of all involved. It's sort of already indicated there are other people involved here. So we are looking at soul contract, twin flame soulmate, reason, season, or lifetime, who knows? But maybe you surrendering your beliefs about all this stuff so that you can go to a higher level could be helpful. Let's see what hits the table for your element of water. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Okay. I call upon the higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the Libra collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading? Their element of water, the juice, putting their heart into the spell, right? Putting the energy and emotion that we consider emotion in physical bodies for this intention of psychic protection. Croasite, creativity, sexuality, but that creativity and inspiration feels a little more dominant. But of course, it's going to shift their electromagnetic vibe. So with that surrender and release, right? Surrendering our will to the divine, right? Surrendering the illusions for the truth, right? What do you got? Maybe exchanging our perceptions for vision. What do you got for the Libra collective, element of water, this new to full? Have patience. Love is kind and patient always, and you know that starts with you. You know that starts at home. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love is patient and kind always. Well, that is the true love of who we are, underneath it all, right? It's very Gwen Stefani and very, no doubt. We're really lovely. Everybody's really lovely underneath it all. We are what is it? We are eternal spirits manifested as immortal souls on heroes' journeys in human bodies, right? We're all that. It is Russian doll, thank you, Natasha Lyons, etc. So to have patience with ourselves, our higher selves. Okay, so to the soul, it's all time. It's eternal. It's eternal. It's like been on this planet before. There's a part of you that knows that to be the absolute truth. Spirit, your higher self, sees it as a total illusion, right? The ego sees it as your enemy, and the soul sees time as an ally, and the personality, the hero's journey, is about, well, which one do I want to do? Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. It ain't easy. Look, the sense of revolution on this planet is getting stronger by the breath, okay? Time of this recording. So I get it. Channel your creativity. Channel this. Put this energy that you have into your creativity in whatever way, shape, or form that is. It's going to certainly help you surrender and release. It is a creative release, as is sexual release. The same basic energy movement, just a little bit more cleanup in one than the other. Considering what we're talking about on planet Earth right now. So to have patience with this to the best of your ability. Even be patient with yourself when you're not being patient with yourself. That's the gig. Intense readings. Let's do the last card down. Matt Kahn's Healing Mantra deck. One of the best investments I've ever made in my own divinatory process, though technically it's a healing system, not a divination system. This is the element of spirit to charge the thing. So you get a rock, croasite or similar, right? You cast for psychic protection, calling in the healing angels of surrender and release, which could also be about purifying out of your field the things that might be stuck in it, and hence the protection then, pushing through. Having patience, right, with the process with yourselves. This is the mantra that you could do with the rock, the stone, the touchstone, whatever, to help you heal what needs to be healed here. And let's face it, manifest your heart's desire day by day. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. All right, we're gonna go with the Ascended Masters of Surrender and Release rather than Psychic Protection, because you guys see Psychic Protection drastically different than we do. So please, beloved ones, because I know that there's an entire department of Ascended Masters of Surrender and Release, since you've all been riding my crown chakra like a bronco for years. Please, what do you got for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading? creating the perfect healing mantra that they can implement silently. No one needs to know they're doing it, right? Stir it in their coffee, tea, or milk, right? Whatever they're going to do with it, put it in a piece of jewelry so that they can manifest this psychic protection and of their creativity and of their sexual energy, and to be aware that yes, there are people who are going to inspire us and kind of set us on fire that way, but also to know that that shifts the quantum field and might be bringing some new people in, and how willing are we to surrender and release to that process. We'll call upon the healing angels of surrender and release to help with that, and to be patient with the process. You know, every day is a winding road, but we do get a little bit closer. So, you know, what's the perfect healing mantra to help the Libra Collective, myself included, with this new to full June, July 2022? Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. Be patient. Take the time to give yourself all the approval that you personally desire. That's going to untangle some stuff going on here in terms particularly of energy cords tangled in your energy field. Look, there are certain people in our lives who are specifically contracted not to give us the approval we are worthy of, okay? So that we learn to give it to ourselves. That's what I call a twin flame. Is not a soulmate. Matt Kahn, Twin Flames and Soulmates Redefined. Go check it out on YouTube. There might be a link in the description box. I don't know. I don't remember if it's still there. I edit them. I am a Virgo. Don't get upset. But certainly with a shield of gold holding you in this energy field of surrender and release to the divine and having patience, I think this mantra makes a lot of sense. What you do on the inside, right? To bring that balance to yourself, untangling neglect, because there's abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss. The 4 ego wounds, according to Mr. Khan. I like him a lot. And neglect is insidious. It's not as overt as abuse, so we can put up with it for a long time, particularly with gaslighters, and so that we are specifically driven to do exactly what this card is talking about. Untangling neglect. I take the time, having patience, to give myself all the approval I desire. When neglect is untangled, you're no longer turning to outside sources for constant reassurance and validation. Ooh, as an artist, that's key, and I am a mystical artist, right? Not just divination, like everything that I do now, it's just all integrated into art, putting it out into the world, creativity, right? So instead, you're going within to the depths of your own heart to notice the parts of yourself that require the presence of your attention. Inner work, not shocked. In nurturing yourself this way, you step forward as the first responder to each wound, concern, and desire. Hello? That's been the gig for the past 4 or 5 years. From this space, there becomes less of a likelihood of attracting relationships where further neglect occurs, simply because you have accepted your role as the one who nurtures the innocence within you. Now, look, we could take this idea of neglect to a whole other scale as of the past 24 to 48 hours, and longer, obviously, an entire history, particularly where the divine feminine energy is concerned. Let's not get too political here in a reading, but I think you're picking up what I'm laying down there. So this can be applied on so many different levels. Regardless, the intention for that psychic protection is about safety, so you could find your own balance and do this particular kind of work. This mantra is ideal for building self-confidence, surviving codependency, and healing neediness. And who doesn't feel like their needs aren't getting met? Well, I'm sure some people. I don't know them, though. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do a bless summation. It's a word one of my patrons on Patreon came up with, a blessing summation called a bless summation. Great. I forgot it already. And then we'll chat a little bit at the end, because they probably have something else they want me to say that my heart wants to express too. So please get yourself comfortable. And please Last time for this read, at least. Please take a nice deep breath. Pantheons, use me. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading, may we be blessed with all that we need this new moon to full moon, June into July 2022, that we may untangle the neglect we've experienced in this life, taking the time to give ourselves all the approval that we desire, and that will of course engender more patience within us, because the true love that we are, the divine love that we are, is patient and kind always, but that starts within. And certainly with the healing angels of surrender and release to help us let go of those things that we were so sure were absolute truth, and we find that maybe they were just true at the time but not universally true, on a mental level, as well as being able to surrender and release that which does not serve in this process, with and involving our creativity, our sexuality, our high vibe, that there are new people coming in and some are going to light us up, and that's going to shift the quantum field, and we may be a little iffy about trusting people right now on planet Earth. So may we manifest in the best way possible the psychic protection we yearn for, what we burn for, where our hearts desire. So around us now, a shield of gold, protecting us, strong and bold, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would be. And so it is. That was a lot. It was a lot, but it does make sense. Did it make sense to you? Did it click? Hit the thumbs up. Seriously, help the other Libras find it. Because as one of us gets psychically protected, we all do a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, you know what to do. Subscribe. I don't really care about the numbers, but if it helps, right? And certainly if you want the deeper stuff, the stuff that it really not censored at all, except a little bit, then come Patreon. Come Patreon on Patreon. It is my creative best move I ever made. And yes, pretty much uncensored, but what I'm putting down there is all about true love. Yeah, in one way, shape, or form or another. And if you want to book me for a private reading, then there is also a video in the description box, a YouTube video, booking a reading with Mal explains everything for you, just like Clarissa. I feel better saying that now today. I'm ready. Otherwise, seriously, my Libras, my scales, my seventh housers, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed. I love you. I love you. I am your ally. Hang in there. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.